Hi, Brooke. Thank you for sending me this present for my wedding. But is this... Well, is what's inside this box supposed to be for someone else?
Huh? Why would you think it's for someone else besides you? That's the perfume I spent hours searching for that I knew matched your style perfectly. Man, it's so interesting to think that even though my brother won the men's beauty contest in college, he's chosen to get married to someone as ugly as you. I just don't get it. So that's why I went out and got you a perfume that is quite expensive. Because if it isn't for you trying on things like that perfume, you'd be ugly forever.
So you're telling me this is to help me become a better looking and smelling woman? You want me to become a wife more fit for someone like Ben then, right?
That's what I'm getting at. So that's why I'd like you to use that perfume every day, okay? I've made sure to spend days researching that perfume so that you'll be at least a little bit more like my brother.
I'm really happy that you went out and got me something like this, but this kind of perfume is something that, well, I'm not sure how to say it.
Well, with how nasty you look, I had to take desperate measures in order to make you at least decent. And having a perfume like that will at least make you smell better than those that don't look at you directly. And it might help your skin a little, who knows?
Huh?
I'm just saying that drastic measures have to be taken in order to fight your ugly side. That kind of perfume is for people that are just getting into using perfume, so it's meant to smell extra strong in order to hide the underlying appearance.
But this is supposed to be a present to congratulate my marriage, right? I'm not trying to recommend how much someone should spend on a gift for me or anything like that, but you really meant to send me a gift that's just a $1 perfume from a little girl's store?
Huh? What's up with that reaction? Are you trying to say you're not happy with what I got you? Unlike you, I'm a very good-looking woman, and I have to spend a ton on makeup and stuff like that. I'm at the point now where every month I'm spending around a couple grand on beauty products.
You're telling me you use things like this every month?
Well, I'm a good-looking woman, so I have to. When you're as good-looking as I am, you have a standard to uphold, which requires lots and lots of attention. And so, with my experience and all that stuff, I went out of my way to find you something that would really help your appearance. That present cost me $1, so please stop trying to talk to me like I wasted my money on you.
I'm sorry about that, Brooke. I didn't realize that something like this took so much time out of your day and everything.
Well, now that you know, your ugly butt can start spraying that crap on yourself to help you at least smell better. I think something like that really will work wonders on you. I put a lot of thought into that gift, so make sure you use it all up while thinking of me.
Hey, Ben, it turns out that the present your sister sent me in the mail wasn't a mistake after all. She told me that it's meant for me to use from now on as to not cause you any embarrassment. And she kept making it very clear that this $1 perfume is perfect for someone with my looks.
You have to be kidding me. Brooke really said things like that to you about that gift?
Well, now that we know about this, what should we do? Half of $1 is only 50 cents. I know that we should both be giving something to her in return for this, but half a dollar isn't much to work with. Maybe a couple pieces of gum or something would be enough?
No. We don't even have to bother giving her anything in return if she's going to be that petty. She doesn't deserve anything in return after that. And I'm sorry that my sister thought that giving you such a rude present was a good idea.
No worries, I'm not upset about it. I know that to her, she sees you as someone she can brag to everyone about, and that you're the #1 most important person to her. So I think she's just trying to make sure that your wife will be as beautiful as she wants her to be. And compared to a beauty like her, I'm not really anything special to get people talking about.
What are you talking about? You're so beautiful, Sadie. I get that my sister is a bit of a standout when it comes to her beauty, but her personality is a bit trash. And when you add that in, she comes out to be nothing more than an ugly woman herself. I get that her looks score her 100, but When you take into account what she holds inside, that equals it out to around -1.
You're being a bit harsh about her, aren't you? I understand that her personality is a bit much, but she does seem to know a lot about beauty products. She's told me that she's spending a couple grand on things like that every month for herself. That's insane. She's put a whole lot of effort into keeping herself looking top-notch, and so I can see why she's a bit rough to a plain Jane like me.
Huh? What are you talking about, Sadie? There's no way my sister is spending that kind of money on beauty products every month, right? She just happens to look naturally that pretty. She doesn't even have a job to afford 2 grand's worth of products.
She's not even working right now? Last time I spoke to her in person, she told me she was working for your parents' company, correct?
And right after she said that to you, she was fired from that job. She has a real good complexion, and also my parents thought that they could use her to work for them. But that just doesn't seem to be the case. From what I've been told, all she did at work was go to the women's bathroom and stare in the mirror the whole day. Not only that, but her personality was a huge problem for everyone there. She'd always try to pick fights with other women in the office over their looks, and it led to her being fired in the end.
Really? I never knew that.
I'm sure she's just trying to make herself look good in front of everyone. But she doesn't have any money, Sadie. And that's why she couldn't afford anything more than a cheap bottle of perfume for you.
She told me she was spending so much every month just on beauty products, though.
I'm really sorry that my little sister is such a piece of trash. So from now on, if she does anything else that upsets you, let me know, and I'll handle it. I can get her to bow down to me with a snap of my fingers.
Thank you, Ben. Well, for the time being, I'll use this perfume she's given to me as a way of showing her I'm happy to have it. Besides, a lot of people have been saying online that this brand is actually quite good.
Hey, Sadie, are you really planning on giving a wedding now? I can't even begin to see someone like you getting into a wedding dress and walking on stage for something like that.
Did something strange happen to make you say something like that? I mean, you already knew that I married your brother, so why would it make it wrong for me to have a wedding now for everyone to come see?
And true, normally a couple would give a wedding after getting married, but that's not the case when it comes to ugly women like you. That's a huge problem, if anything. Unlike me, who could give a wedding any day of the week, you are so plain and disgusting that there's just no way it'll go over well for you.
Huh?
You actually think that with a face like that, you can get into a wedding dress and everything will look alright? Dressmakers are only making those dresses for people as beautiful as me to wear.
But I've been wanting to have a wedding ever since I was a little girl in elementary school.
Really?
I plan to go out looking soon for some dresses that will match my looks and then have that dress prepared for my big day. If you have the time to, do you want to come along with me searching for the right dress? I'm sure that with you helping me out, we can find a dress that'll help me look even more attractive.
No way in hell. Something like that could never be found by anyone because those kinds of dresses don't exist. So you need to have that wedding canceled. Canceled. Nobody wants to come to a wedding for some ugly chick who can't even look good in her dress, right? If anything, all you're going to do is make some terrible memories for everyone, including yourself. So stop all of this before it gets out of hand.
But Ben has already told me that he's looking forward to seeing me in the dress I choose to show him.
Jeez, what the hell has gotten into my brother lately that's making him think something as ridiculous as that? All of his past girlfriends were so good looking that they could even compete with me. Yet when he came to our house telling us he was going out with some ugly chick, I freaked out. And now you two are married? And he's even saying he wants to see you in a wedding dress? I bet you've been putting something in his food every day that's making him be this sickeningly in love with you.
I'm not doing anything to him.
Well, whatever. If you both are so badly blinded by the dream of having that wedding, then I'll have to step in to help you all cancel it. I'm glad I already had that first conversation with the reception hall about your wedding.
What do you mean you're going to cancel our wedding? And what did you talk about with the reception hall already?
I asked them to have your guys' wedding canceled. And so I'm happy to tell you that your wedding is now canceled. Nobody should have to be forced to come see some ugly loser in a wedding dress like you tried to do to them.
What? You're just telling a joke now, right? You surely couldn't have called that place without talking to either me or your brother first and canceled our wedding, right?
Oh, I did though. I just got off the phone with them a little bit ago. I told them that you no longer wanted to marry my brother and to have the wedding canceled, please. I made it clear to them that you didn't want to get married because you knew how ugly you'd look in front of everyone, and you didn't want to blind anyone.
That's really messed up, Brooke. Why would you do something like that to your own brother and I?
I did that because I already said you shouldn't be seen in a wedding dress. It would be totally acceptable had the wedding been for my handsome brother and a beautiful woman. But the fact that you look like the underside of a shoe after stepping in dog poop means that the wedding would be a real letdown for everyone there. And I already made sure to tell everyone you invited to the wedding that it's been canceled.
I cannot let you get away with doing something like that. I get that you are a very good-looking young woman and everything, Brooke, and that compared to you, I'm just a plain girl and all. But you have no right using that as your reason to do something behind all our backs that's going to ruin my special day.
I can't believe such an ugly loser is getting so upset over this. I'm laughing my butt off right now. If you have the time to sit here getting all upset with me, then go take a really good look at yourself in the mirror, please. You'll get to see just how little a wedding dress would look good on you. And as far as I can tell, all of those guests you invited are thrilled to hear that your wedding is canceled.
You are so screwed.
Huh?
I have been at my limits for a while with you now, but now you've gotten even Ben all up in arms about this. He was looking forward to this wedding a whole lot more than even I was until he found out what you'd done. The fact that you canceled our wedding like that, all because I wouldn't look good in a wedding dress to you? Well, this spells the end for you, Brooke. Right now, your good-looking brother that you brag so much about is fuming at the ears over what he's learned you've done.
So my brother is with you right now?
Well, we've already gotten married and live together now. You should have already known that we'd start living together after handing in our marriage forms at the courthouse. Well, I'm going to hand the phone over to him now, okay?
Huh?
You freaking idiot. You've really gone and done it to yourself now. This time, you've really done it by going out of your way to cancel our wedding. Something that has nothing to do with you. What the hell did you think you were doing when you called the reception hall acting as Sadie and canceled our special day? You ugly witch! How are you going to fix this for us now, huh?
Wait a minute, Ben. Why are you getting so upset with me over this, Ben? I canceled that wedding for you. You really wanted people to see your stupid and ugly wife in a wedding dress? If you allowed her to do that in front of everyone you know, she would have made you look like a fool and had everyone hating you. So that's why I believe you guys are better off not having a wedding instead.
Who the hell said my wife is ugly besides you? And who the hell said they don't want to see her in a wedding dress? I'll have you know that it doesn't matter the kind of woman that wears the wedding dress. The point of the dress is to make them all look beautiful and like a princess. And it's the dream of any man to see the woman they love in a wedding dress. Now my dream has been ruined by my own little piece of trash sister. Do you have any idea how much effort I put into this gosh darn wedding? Well, it's all because of you that the $60,000, all my savings, is now gone, and I'll never be able to get it back.
You spent $60,000 on that whole wedding?
Did you think it cost me less than that? This was my chance to show the woman that I love just how much I love her and want to spend the rest of my life with her. That's what us men do for women that mean that much to us. I want to let everyone see how happy the two of us are to be married to one another. Because of that, I put $60,000 into that wedding for not just the two of us, but for everyone to enjoy.
This is all a dream, right? You actually wanted to hand over $60,000 for a wedding to someone like her?
Yet now, after all you've done, that money has gone down the drain. We had already approved of everything, so canceling means that 100% of the cost is still paid to them. Since this is all your fault, I'm gonna make sure you pay me every cent of that $60,000 back.
All of that? Wait. How the hell am I going to be able to pay you that kind of money? Why should I have to do that?
Because you're the one that just wasted all of my money. So not only will you be paying me that $60,000, but you'll also be paying me a settlement. Not only did you cause all my money and time to be lost, but you've also made it so I have to go apologize to everyone I plan to have at the wedding for wasting their time saving the date. And then, after all that's done with, I'm going to have a call back to the reception hall and set up a brand new wedding there, start this all over again. And you'll be paying for all of that too.
That's impossible, though. I don't have that kind of money. Just that wedding alone cost you $60,000, but now you want me to pay you a settlement and for your next wedding? There's no way.
You happen to have a very nice face that lots of men would love to have a moment with, right? You brag about it all the time yourself, so you can go out there and find some men that are willing to pay you a pretty penny for your time. It's all been made so easy for you by having such a beautiful face and body. Now go find yourself a nice dress, get out there, become a whore, or an escort for someone.
What is wrong with you, Ben? Why would my own brother be asking me to go out and become a whore?
Shut the hell up, you waste of freaking beauty. And when I say beauty, I only mean your looks, because your personality is rotten garbage. So the only thing a good-looking pile of trash like you can do now is be everyone's little pleasure toy.
Huh?
You happen to be hard into your own family's business, and even they fired you because of how horrible a person you are. And even after your own parents fired you, you still happen to live in the same house with them and haven't found any other work since. The only thing that's left for you to do now is freshen yourself up a bit, go out with some older man and make his night.
But me being unemployed has nothing to do with this.
Shut up. I bet the real reason you treat my wife like crap all the time is because you being unemployed still. She's almost the same age as you, but she happens to have been working for a very long time already and is set for a promotion to manager this month. You failed so badly at your own life that you've grown jealous of her success. But listen, just because you're a failure doesn't mean you have any right ruining other people's lives. And after what's happened today, I'll never be forgiving you.
What is going on here? Why are you this mad at me? All your cute little sister did was mess around a little with her sister-in-law.
I want you to get out there and start making that money for me any way you know how. Before I cut ties to you, I'll have you pay for every little screw-up you made today.
I can't do this anymore. It's all because of you two that I'm completely embarrassed with myself. Why the hell are you doing this to me?
Why are you so upset about this, Brooke? You should be happy that you were able to cancel our wedding. You were able to get away with faking my voice and having my wedding canceled, wasting all your brother's money.
Huh?
But listen, we talked to the reception hall and they're not going to make us pay for the cancellation. And they even said that they will be willing to put the wedding back on just as we planned, so thank goodness for that, right?
What the hell? That's not good at all. Right now my brother is blowing all of this way out of proportion. I was so afraid of what he'd do to me next that I started to call all my family and friends. I asked them all to help me gather the money I needed to pay him off, but they all told me that I needed to be responsible for that.
Oh, calm down. They only said all of that to scare you. Actually, they are all planning on handing some money to us to pay for your mistakes.
I know that, but now none of them are talking to me anymore, and that's all because of you and Ben.
Really? Everyone? Your parents, your family, your friends? Everyone's cut ties to you?
Yes! I called them all asking for money to help pay back my brother after what happened, and I explained to them all why I did what I did. But when they heard my reason for canceling your guys' wedding, they told me they'd give me some money, but in return for never talking to me again. And they said in the future if I ever do try looking for them, they'd have the police called on me.
My, well, that must be so soul-crushing for you.
Because of all this stress, I've started to break out in a bad rash all over my face, and it's ruining me. When I woke up this morning, I looked in the mirror and my face was just covered in this rash. What the hell have you both done to my natural beauty?
Wait, you're having that bad of an outbreak now?
I have been using such good beauty products for so long, and I'm still able to break out like this? With this bad of a rash on my face, I can't be seen going anywhere. I'm a good-looking woman, but now I'll have to put on a face mask to hide all of this.
It's kind of frightening that you've broken out like that so badly in such a short amount of time. Are you sure all of those things that you've been using on your skin aren't just fakes?
Huh? Why the hell would all the brand products that I've bought turn out to be fake? I've been putting thousands of dollars into all this product, so there's no way it could all be fake. I only use the best kinds of beauty products, and they all cost me a lot of money.
But it's been an ongoing theme online recently. Lots of brand items looking just like the real thing, but are in fact fake. Lots of online shops selling what seems like high-brand goods, like makeup and whatnot, cheap. And most of that stuff ends up being fake, as well as pretty bad for your body.
Huh?
And just like your case, there have been tons of people buying really good products like you, thinking they're the real deal, but ending up with terrible breakouts due to it all being fake. It's really something that's had me worried, but you seem to have done all the hard work for me. Because you tested all of that high-end crap you bought online on yourself, you've only given me cheap things like that perfume you got for $1. And I'll continue to use this cheap product on myself since it seems I'm not fit for such high-end product like you are.
Wait.
This has been all over the news, so I think you're having the same situation happen to you. There have already been people with the same symptoms as you who end up having to go through 2 years of treatments to fix their badly damaged skin. They usually show a before and after picture of the patients, and man, is it amazing what modern healthcare can do to save someone's skin. I can definitely see why you think you'll have to start wearing a mask outside now with a face that badly rashed.
You have got to be lying. I can't afford to pay for 2 years' worth of treatments to my skin. For frick's sake. I should have known this fake product would screw me over one day. This is all due to that badly produced product, and now my skin looks sickening.
Huh? So you really have been using that fake product after all? But didn't you tell me you were spending thousands of dollars a month on that product? You even bragged to me about how beautiful it made your skin and everything. You were looking so beautiful that even I believed you when you said you only used high-quality goods, but really, you've been using cheap, fake garbage all along.
Excuse me? Why are you getting all happy over this?
But wait, didn't you tell me earlier that people with my looks should only be using the cheap stuff? Why have you been using the cheap product as well this whole time? Are you telling me that perhaps I'm the same level of beauty as you now by saying you bought only cheap beauty product? Maybe that's why you've been so happy to brag about the product to me. Because you finally found someone just as ugly as you to share that product with.
Shut the hell up! I really was buying all of it thinking that it was the real deal. I've been using that website's product for so long now, so why is it only damaging my skin now? This is all just a bad coincidence, right? Before all those products must have been the real deal, right? That must mean that even now the product I used has been real. And that it's just the stress causing this breakout.
What? So you've been using this same product for a very long time then, huh? That must mean that low-quality trash is perfect for your skin, and this time you used something that was real and it didn't match your skin.
Excuse me?
Well, it's fine for you to keep using the trash product. I mean, somebody's got to buy it or else it will all go to waste. You must be so happy to know that the cheap stuff works for you. And I think I'll continue to use this cheap perfume you got me since it hasn't bothered me so far. I actually looked into that perfume you got me and its parent brand is a lot higher end. So that's why it's been made so well and is healthy for me to use. You really did a great job looking for this perfume for me, and I think I'll start buying the parent brand since I know my body won't react to it. Thank you, Brooke.
You need to stop it with all of that horn tooting right now. You have no right being this happy over all this. You're the frickin' ugly loser, so you don't get to be happy about something that makes me miserable.
I'm not trying to be happy about something that's made you upset. I just wanted to let you know that you can keep saving money with that fake product. And that I will be able to buy some high brand stuff here really soon. Let's both you and I keep doing our best to take care of our beauty, okay? Ah, but before you can join me, make sure to get that rash or whatever treated. You are way too beautiful to keep that rash on your face, so get it treated soon, okay? We wouldn't want you making everyone around you having to look at that disgusting rash on your face. Good luck! After that, both Ben and I were able to give our wedding, and it went over very well. But as for Brooke and her terribly rashed skin, it only continued to get worse and worse. She never did end up coming to the wedding because she kept crying about how everyone would laugh at her because of her skin. But everyone at the wedding had a different excuse for her not showing, and that was that she was too afraid to appear in front of all those that yelled at her, and that's why she ran. She tried to explain later to those that still talked to her that her skin really was having a horrible outbreak, but nobody would believe her. However, when she went to go see how much the treatments would cost her, it was way more money than she expected, and she couldn't even get anyone to support her this time. As of right now, she's working overnight at a factory in town trying to save up money for her treatments, and is doing so while wearing a mask to cover up her ugly mug.